Okay, so you're going to learn all about teaching English in Thailand in this video. First of all, you're going to learn how much money you're going to make. So as a teacher in Thailand, I'll put it in US dollars for you. You're going to make around 800 to 1200 US dollars. You don't get paid in US dollars. You actually get paid in Thai baht. So it's around 30,000 Thai baht to 45,000 Thai baht. Now that's quite a lot of money in Thailand. Might not sound like a lot of money where you are right now, but your living costs are about half of that. And when I mean living costs, I mean like your rent, your bills, all of your food, and all of your travel. So you can save around half of that amount of money every month. So roughly about 400 to 600 US dollars a month. Tested myself on maths there. And for example, your rent, if you're outside of Bangkok, is going to be around 4,000 Thai baht a month, which is about $120 a month. And then your food is roughly going to be about $1 a meal. And you're eating out every time that you have a meal. So you get to have great chicken fried rice, or like the wondrous Thai dishes that you get. Really, really tasty Thai dishes. Now, I've lived in Thailand for about 11 years now, so I go for a little bit more expensive stuff because I do like Thai food, but I eat Mexican food. If you eat something like enchiladas, it's going to cost you around $8 for a plate of enchiladas. So it's still not that bad, but it does rack up the expense a little bit more. But you get to have different flavors and different types of food rather than just Thai food all the time. But you could just live on Thai food and you would be fantastic. You'd love it. And I did for many, many years. So that's how much money you can make. Now I'm going to talk about what are the requirements for teaching English in Thailand. So there are two requirements mainly, and that is you need to have a bachelor's degree in any subject. So it doesn't have to be in teaching, doesn't have to be in English, doesn't have to be in education, it could be in engineering, could be in maths, it could be in psychology. It doesn't really matter what your subject is, you just need to have that certificate that says bachelor's on it. That's one thing you need. The other thing is that you need to be fluent English speaking. So you don't need to be native English speaking, but you do need to be fluent. And if you're not native English, you do have to do an extra little test to show your proficiency in English. If you're native English, you don't have to do any test. Okay, so that's that types of schools that you would be teaching in. So in Thailand, it's 99% Thai schools, where it's primary, secondary and kindergarten positions. There are some language centres where you would teach like adults, but they're very few and normally just in Bangkok, and those positions are just not easy to get because there's not that many of them. However, there's a huge demand for native English teachers in Thai schools teaching kids. All right, so teaching secondary school students, primary school or kindergarten. I was a kindergarten teacher myself. You run around, play lots of games. It's really, really interesting. That's one thing that I didn't put up there, is that the style of teaching is through games and songs and activities and debates, and you're always trying to engage them. You know, you're trying to make it fun for them, and you're trying to drill the English and pull out the English from them and help them to produce that English language as well. So it's a lot of fun for a teacher, and it's a lot of fun for the students. The students really love like coming to see the English teacher, and you have a great time, and you're like revered in the school, and you might walk through the playground and you'll have like 20 kids grabbing you and you're trying to wade through them to get to your classroom. It really is a great experience. It makes you feel good when you have all these kids that love you. So that's one thing that I missed out on my list, but don't worry, I've just told you about it. So now we're going to talk about the length of contracts. So contracts in Thailand are really great. Like you can teach for 4.5 months and sometimes 4 months, because there are two school terms. One that begins times of the year, that's number 5 here. One that begins mid-May and ends at the end of September, and then the other one that begins at the end of October and ends at the end of February. So that's your school year. You can have a whole school year contract, or you can just do a one-term contract. So it's really flexible, and it means that if you want to teach in Thailand and then you want to go to Vietnam or maybe South Korea, you could do a small stint in Thailand and then go and teach English in South Korea or Vietnam, which is very popular these days. However, Thailand is still very, very popular for many, many reasons. Why Thailand? Why would you want to teach English in Thailand? So I came to Thailand in 2005, taught English at that time, came back in 2006, taught again, and now I've been here for about 11 years, not teaching anymore. I recruit people to teach English in Thailand. But why have I stayed so long? Well, it's just an easy country to live in. The food is amazing, the food is cheap. It's just cheap to live, like in general. Like you hardly break the bank in almost every single thing apart from electronics. Electronics are the same price everywhere. So it's cheap, the food is great, the people are amazing, the culture is great. I've learned Thai. And I mean, I'm not amazing at Thai, but I can get around, and it's really great to be able to speak another language. And it's quite easy once you gain a little bit of proficiency in Thai, it's easier to learn more Thai. So there's that, there's the weather as well, obviously. It is like sunny all year round. We're in December right now. There is no snow. It is like 25 degrees, it's perfect weather. Then there's the beaches and the islands. Thailand is a tourist country, so there are just so many tourist hot spots that you can go to. You can go to Krabi, Koh Chang, Koh Samui. These are all paradise islands. There's so many of them as well. You can enjoy paradise islands. You can get a Thai massage for like $7. I get one every week. I get a haircut, foot massage and back massage at the same time on a weekly basis, and it cost me about $12. It's just a really nice place to live, and the people are very, very friendly. I feel very safe here. I'm bringing up my children here, it's that safe. And I just love the culture and everything about Thailand. So Thailand has actually got a population of 65 million people, but 39 million people come and visit Thailand as tourists every year. And I think it's either #1 or #2 in the world for the most people visiting as tourists. So that just gives you an idea of how popular Thailand is, and it's because of the reasons that I mentioned, but also one thing I haven't really emphasized is that the Thai people love foreigners. They're just so welcoming, and you'll just feel at home here and you'll feel welcomed, and you'll never ever feel like people don't want you here. Like, people want you to be here, and especially if you're a teacher, you're teaching their kids, you're very well respected. So the last thing is the salary versus living costs guide. So we have around 14 different locations that we recruit people to around the world. Thailand is one of them. If this video has helped you want to teach in Thailand, then contact us. But we do have a salary versus living cost guide where you can get all of the details of all the other locations: South Korea, Japan, Costa Rica, Spain, Poland, Czech Republic. Like we've got 14 of them. If you want to find out the salary versus living costs in those countries, then you can download the guide, which will probably be attached to this video. And yeah, hope to see you in Thailand or in another country, and to see the change that it will bring to your life.